How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Agents of Shield reviews Tuesdays. Tuesdays, and this week is season 3, episode 13. And what happens on this week's episode is Bobby Hunter's caught by the Russian government, and how this happens is the Agents of Shield are on a mission, and they're going after this inhuman general that's trying to kill the Prime Minister of Russia. And to do this, they had Bobby and Hunter have to go undercover and track the Hydra and where they're at, and they go to the space where it's going to wind up being the Inhuman Sanctuary. And what we find out is it's going to be a prison for the Inhumans. And the guy that met up with Malik last episode is in charge of this, and it tells Malik that they can't get the sanctuary up until the Prime Minister is killed and murdered. And they get a plan to do this, and they let the general out that killed the Prime Minister's second in command, I'm guessing you could call him, liaison sort of deal. And Hunter and May find his dead body. And what happens is, after this happens, the Inhuman gets loose, and his powers is he can control dark matter, shadow type of deal. And he can control multiple versions of these. So his power is he can attack you without even putting hands on you. All he has to do is think it, and it will happen. And these shadows are attacking the Agents of Shield, and Sky tries to use her powers against one of these shadows, and it doesn't work. And everybody's trying to fight these things, and they can't fight them because they're basically a shadow, and you can't hit a shadow. So after this, Bobby goes and kills the general, and when she kills the general, her and Hunter get arrested, and the rest of the team gets away. Well, they're being questioned, and the guy who's questioning them shows the picture of the Prime Minister's liaison, and Bobby and Hunter tell them that they didn't do this, and they're not a part of SHIELD, and they never have been. They was looking for mushrooms for a casserole, and the people who's interrogating them buys it. Phil Coulson tells them that they'll no longer be parts of SHIELD because that's the only way they was kept from getting them executed. So now they're no longer a part of SHIELD, and they can no longer be spies, and they have to be watched 24/7 by these this task force, and they can no longer have ties with SHIELD or nothing like that. And at the end of the episode, the Agents of SHIELD give them a send-off, and all the Agents of SHIELD leave, and Bobby Hunter's left alone in the bar. And if I remember correctly, there was supposed to be a show spin-off with Bobby and Hunter. This might be leading up to that. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that, but that would be pretty cool. I would like to see what they could do with that. My questions for y'all is, what do y'all think is going to happen on next week's episode of the Agents of SHIELD, and what do you think will happen with Bobby and Hunter now they're no longer a part of the Agents of SHIELD? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. That's good. See y'all next time.